I'm Tennia Benson, and you are watching Talk Time with Tennia. And today we have some wonderful guests in the house, and I cannot wait for everybody to get to know this beautiful couple. But first, let me say this. How many know that intercession is to plead in behalf of others and for your own needs to God? And it also means to take God's will and to refuse to let it go until you see a breakthrough. And that's exactly what this beautiful couple does all the time. Ladies and gentlemen, please meet Jim and Shirley Conway. Welcome to Talk Time.
Well, thank you, Tennia. Yeah, glad to be here.
I'm so excited to have you.
Thank you.
So you guys are the founder of Breakthrough Ministries, correct?
That is right.
Wonderful. What a powerful name, too, Breakthrough.
Yes.
I feel there's a story behind that.
Well, we were just praying about, a name, and we had to apply for our tax-exempt status. We got to have a name. So we prayed on it for a few days, and that word just kept coming to us, Breakthrough Ministries. And then the Lord said that you'll have to live a life of breakthrough so that you can relate to other people's situations. I'm like, ooh, boy, maybe.
Maybe we ought to have soft breakthrough. No.
Yeah, it's come true.
Wonderful. Now, you guys, this wonderful couple, how long you guys been married?
39 years.
39 years.
This June.
This June.
This month, yeah.
Yay! Well, happy early anniversary.
Thank you.
And you guys, you have 7 children, correct?
Yes. 1 boy and then 6 daughters.
1 boy and 6 girls. Wow.
Yes. Our son is our firstborn.
Okay.
And we would have our babies, started having them in Alma, and usually in the middle of the night. And I would call home in the morning. Joseph would answer the phone, and I'd come back, and Shirley said, "Did he ask what it was?" And after having like 3 or 4 sisters, he stopped asking. He just figured, girl.
We know it's a girl.
Mom had the baby. Okay, good night.
Girls, we love girls.
Lots of girls.
Yeah, lots of drama.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Folks out there, they know I got 4 daughters. I talk about them often. But 6 girls. Whew.
Yes.
God bless you, too.
Thank you. We survived. We made it this far. Yeah.
But you know what? They are a blessing, though. Girls are a blessing.
The blessing of the Lord.
Yes.
Children are. Yes, yes. Wouldn't trade them for anything.
Now, grandbabies. You got grandbabies?
Oh, yes.
6.
6.
Yeah.
6 grandbabies.
Love them all.
Aw. And you were, when we came in contact with one another, Mr. Jim called me and he was like, well, we can talk about the show when my wife gets back from Ireland. You have a child that lives in Ireland, right?
In Northern Ireland.
Northern Ireland.
Yes.
How wonderful is that?
That's really cool.
3 of our grandchildren live there.
Really?
So they're not
close
by.
Only 4,000 miles away.
That's all.
Thank God for FaceTime.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, we've been there several times, and we're believing that the Lord has a reason for our daughter being there, being married, and that we're looking to pray revival into Northern Ireland and be a part of that. So
that's wonderful.
Yeah, yes.
Northern Ireland needs it.
Every
place needs it.
Yeah.
So.
Their last big revival was the year I was born, 1954, so they're due for another one. Yeah.
That's right, because the Conways are in the house.
Oh! You said that, not us.
Well, thank you for sharing your family
You're welcome.
Stuff with us. I love when people are transparent about who they really are. Sometimes we can go through ministry and we're just ministry minded, but it's good that people know who the person is behind that ministry.
Amen.
So I would love to know, and I'm sure everyone else, how were you called to intercede and to create Breakthrough Ministries?
Well, for me, I always liked praying for people, even as a little child.
Oh.
And it's just been something that I've always loved to do. And as I got older and got stronger in the Lord, as we went to church and read the Word, that desire just kept increasing. I would get on the, prayer ministry teams, and And then at one point in my life, I started a lawn business and a landscaping business. And I would try to pray for people while I was mowing a lawn. And I'd start out, Lord, I'd just lift up, say, for example, Tennia and her family. And then I'd get so focused on the lawn, that's as far as I got. And I remember saying to the Lord many times that one summer of 1999, God, if it could ever work out for me to be a full-time intercessor, and if Shirley was in agreement, and the kids, I would love to do that if I could, get enough support to support the family. So the summer of 2000 was a disaster health-wise, and long story short, they discovered a hole in my heart. I was having multiple strokes at the time, about 47 years old, and they said it was 1/8 of an inch big to let blood clots go through. But when they went in to do the open heart surgery, they discovered the hole was between the size of $1.50 and $1/2. It's supposed to flap over at birth, but some people it just doesn't happen. And I still remember Labor Day of 2000, the cardiologist came in and said, "You're a very lucky man." Well, I know there's no such thing as luck in the kingdom.
Right.
But I said, "Why is that?" He said, "Jim, if we hadn't gotten to this, you couldn't have lived any more than 3 weeks from this point." So I was like, whoa, I felt like I was born again.
Yes.
So I went home. I knew I couldn't go into the lawn business anymore. I couldn't handle it. And during that time, we met together as a family. And just as typically we usually do, we just went for it. And I would get in the prayer room and stay in there for 8 to 10 hours a day.
Wow.
And sometimes they would say, "You got to come out and eat." But I got a little carried away at first there. But we sent out about 60 letters to people we knew and ask them if they were interested, send us their prayer request. And we would pray until there was a breakthrough. And we would keep track, so that we could know for sure there was a breakthrough. And that's how the ministry started in 2002.
2002.
Yeah.
That is wonderful.
But it was really God, because my nature is to go, go, go. And then to be in a room, it was like, whoa, I was kind of antsy, had a little trouble focusing at first.
You know what? That's okay. You can dance around the room while you're praying or something.
Yeah. Sometimes his presence would get pretty strong in there. And it was good. It's always been good.
Oh, that is wonderful.
Shirley is the world's greatest secretary. No offense to anybody out there that's a secretary, but without Shirley, the ministry wouldn't happen, because she handles all the administrative skills and the computer, and just she has my heart for praying for people and God's heart, and so we make a really good couple.
Great team.
Yeah.
You're the perfect partner.
Prayer through email.
Yeah, she sends email responses. Like someone will send us a prayer request, and I keep telling her, man, her responses are getting better and better and better. And I'm like, I'll read that. That's good, honey. Yeah.
I love it. Now, you also mentioned in an earlier conversation that Miss Shirley, do you do for the newsletters, do you do a little
monthly support letter?
Yeah.
Our partners.
Okay.
Tell about that, honey.
Well, we have a number of monthly supporters, and we consider them partners in the ministry. In fact, they are, part of the reason that we're able to do what we do full time is because of their prayer and financial support for the ministry. It's not paying to pray for people. It's, allowing us the opportunity to be able to devote the time we would need to do to have this kind of ministry. So every month we send out a letter of encouragement to our supporters. And in the last few years, I started doing what I called originally devotionals, but they're more like a teaching. And I found that I had a gift for writing that I really didn't think I had. I remember all the times trying to write essays in school, and I never felt I was very inspired or good at it. But Jim started to point out to me that I had a gifting, and I started exploring that a little more. Now I do the monthly support letter every month, and I do a teaching each time.
That is wonderful.
It is powerful. It's meaty. It's good. It's so clear and concise. I encourage everybody to get a hold of this monthly letter that she sends out.
Well, I
love
certainly
reading
want one.
Yeah.
And I'm sure you do too.
Yeah.
We'll make sure that you get the information that you need to be able to start contacting these folks and being able to receive this awesome newsletter.
Thank you.
Well, I would love to hear an example, and I know some prayer requests are confidential,
Yes.
but if you could give us an example of a powerful time that you stood until breakthrough came.
Well, we're normal human beings, and we have to go grocery shopping and fill up our cars with gas, and so we try to stay in the spirit. And there's one day I went to the gas station to fill up, and it was wintertime, and I saw this lady, probably in her 40s, struggling to check her oil, and like she didn't know what she was doing, and I felt like the Lord said, go over there and help her. And so I did, and I poured the oil in. She was very thankful. And being full-time prayer ministry, you don't take a lot of time off. I said, ma'am, is there anything that I can pray for you about? And she started to cry. Yeah, real tears. I was like, I just waited, and I said, what's up? She said, you might find this very difficult to believe. When I woke up this morning, I've been struggling in life so badly and struggling in my relationship to God. I said to the Lord, she said, that just to make sure you're still there and you're still with me, I need somebody out there today to come up to me and say, what can I pray for you about? True story.
Wow, Jim.
Yeah.
Oh, I love stories like that.
Yeah, I've never seen her again,
So just take a chance on those
Go
nudges.
for it. Yeah, on those nudges, just go for it.
You never know, and God will use them.
So I did pray with her, there.
you?
Yes, and she was very encouraged. Even at the gas station.
Yeah, anywhere. God can move anywhere.
Anywhere. Be ready.
Yes. Oh, that's wonderful.
Thank you. It was fun.
Wow.
A lot of fun.
I'm so blessed by look, we could have a whole hour segment on this couple with probably all the things that they've encountered. But I would like people to know how, for people to contact you, do they have to necessarily have a ministry over in China or something?
No.
Can they contact you just to,
Anything.
say, I feel like you guys should be the ones to pray
Let
for
me just tell you how I just met with a friend of mine for breakfast this past Saturday, and this was one of his prayer requests, that his daughter, who's married now, would come and get her cat from the house because he wants not to have the cat in their house. So, everything goes. So,
That is awesome.
yeah.
We've been there, done that.
Go ahead and tell how people can get a hold of us.
People can get a hold of us by emailing us
Okay.
at Breakthrough Ministries, all one word, breakthroughministries@hotmail.com.
Okay.
Our telephone number, our landline is the one that we work with, is 989-773-7847, and every prayer request is kept totally confidential. We've had a great track record of confidentiality, and we'll pray with you over the phone. If you want to meet with us, I often think this should have been called a ministry of availability. Yeah.
Yeah, because you have to be available.
Yeah, so thank you for asking that question, Tennia. We do not have a website yet.
That's okay.
But somehow God has connected us with a lot of people around the world.
Yeah, I think I even read that in your brochure that you may not have, I forgot exactly how it's worded, but you were just basically saying how God makes you guys known.
Yeah.
Most people,
I don't know.
you got to have a Twitter and a Facebook and, a website and all those things. And this couple is saying, God has supernaturally let us be known. I mean, come on, you're on TV
different
now.
countries. 110 different countries where we know people or we know the missionaries. And I'm thinking, how did that happen? I don't know. We know. Yeah, well, that is God,
Yes, amen.
That is God. We're believing for somebody in every country in the world and every state in the United States to be connected to. That's one of our goals.
What a great goal to have, Conways. I love the hearts of you guys. I really do. And again, I wish I could just sit and talk with them, but I'm sure they've got some praying to do. And I'm sure you guys probably now want to get in touch with them. So thank you guys for being on the show today.
Thank you, Tennia.
Blessings. I love you both.
We love you too.
Thank you so much for watching Talk Time today. We will make sure that you have the Conways information if you are feeling led to contact them. Thank you so much. I love you all. Blessings.